Good morning, good afternoon, East Coast. Good afternoon. Right, I said I was going to give you a little break from our daily messages, reading randomly from the Quran. So, you a little break, and I did give you a slight 1-2 days before we get into the book of Job. But I would like to begin the book of Job. As I said, there's a lot of emotions contained into this one. The language is very poetic once we get into the bulk of the book. So to go ahead and preface the book of Job, I have here for you a document that was, don't make me get my source here. That was written, published in 1926. So the language should not be too foreign. It brings up a lot of present-day ideologies and present-day ideas, and it even combines some wisdom, knowledge, and thinking from the Buddhist and Hindu faiths. Although this is coming from a Moorish perspective on the Quran, it's coming actually from a divinely inspired noble prophet by the name of Drew Ali. Again, published back in 1926. This Drew Ali figure had founded one of the largest Muslim movements in Chicago at that time, creating such a large and diverse Islamic culture in the United States that we see today. So why not give him his credit, and why not go ahead and reveal this text that he did in fact bring and present to us. So very, very exciting. Ian has read this, by the way, like maybe 3-4 times. He passed it along to me because I was having too many questions about what was being brought up in the Holy Quran, the ancient text, right? I was having questions, and he said, go ahead and read this and see how you feel about it. And so I began, and it's really beautiful. You can tell it's it's really divinely inspired. Okay, you can see some similarities in language when we compare different phrasings from the Bible and also the original Quran revealed to Prophet Muhammad. But we can also see some of the modern times strewn in, and larger concepts that we can begin to have our questions answered. So I'm going to read you the first chapter, and I'm just going to read it, and I want you guys to let it soak in, because as we start to read Job, you're going to have the question as to why. Why is this happening? Why did God ordain certain things? You're going to have a lot of emotions in regards to the book of Job. So this will actually answer those questions and ease those emotions as we get into the book. So the questions and the confusions will already be answered by prefacing Job with this text. So I have it copied and pasted here for you, and I will also attach just a little bit of a background on the text itself, so you and I have an understanding as to where this is coming from, and the background of Prophet Drew Ali as well. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm just going to start reading it out here with chapter 1. There's not a need for a lot of interjection in this, so I will just try my best just to read through it, and we can pay attention what we pay attention to. Alright, well, thank you guys. Of course, we'll start out in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. This is the creation and the fall of man. Time never was when man was not. If life of man at any time began, a time would come when it would end. The thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed. No finite mind can comprehend things infinite. All finite things are subject unto change. All finite things will cease to be because there was a time where they were not. The bodies and the souls of men are finite things, and they will change, from a finite point of view. The time will come when they will be no more. But a man himself is not the body, nor the soul. He is a spirit and a part of Allah. Creative fate gave to man, to spirit man, a soul that he might function on the plane of soul. gave him a body of flesh that he might function on the plane of things made manifest. Why did creative fate give to the spirit man a soul, a body of flesh, that he might function on this plane of things that are made manifest? Hear now, ye cherubim, ye seraphim, ye angels and men. Hear now, O protoplast, and earth and plant and beast. Hear now, ye creeping things of the earth, ye fish that swim, ye birds that fly. Hear now, ye winds that blow, ye thunders and ye lightnings of the sky. Hear now, ye spirits of the fire, of water, of earth, of air. Hear now, O everything that is, or was, or ever will be, for wisdom speaks from out of the highest plane of spirit life. Man is a thought of Allah. All things of Allah are infinite. They are not measured up by time, for the things that are concerned with time begin and end. The thoughts of Allah are everlasting of the past, unto the never-ending days to come, and so is man, the spirit man. But man, like every other thought of Allah, was but a seed that held within itself the potencies of Allah. Just as the seed of any plant of earth holds deep within itself the attributes of every part of that special plant, so spirit man, as a seed of Allah, held deep within himself the attributes of every part of Allah. Now seeds are perfect, as perfect as the source from which they come, but they are not unfolded into like made manifest. That should be into life made manifest. I'll have to fix that. Remind me. Okay. The child is as perfect as the mother is. So man, the seed must be deeply planted in a soil that he might grow, unfold, as does the bud unfold to show the flower. The human seed that came forth from the heart of Allah was full ordained to be the Lord of the plain soul, and of the plane of all things manifest. So Allah, the husbandman of everything that is, threw forth his human seed into the soil of the soul. It grew apace, and man became a living soul, and he became the Lord of all the kingdoms of the soul. Of all the kingdom of the soul. Hark now, let every creature hear. The plane of the soul is but the ether of the spirit plane, vibrating not so fast, and in the slower rhythm of this plane. The essence of life are manifest. The perfumes, the odors, the true sensations, and all the love, and the all love manifest. And these soul attributes become a body beautiful. A multitude of lessons man must learn upon the plane of a soul. And here he tarries many ages until his lessons are all learned. Upon the boundary of the plain soul, there he must overcome, overcome them every one. Essences took on a final garb, the perfumes and odors and the true sensations, and all the love were clothed in flesh, and man was clothed in flesh. Perfected man must pass through all the ways of life, and so a carnal was full manifest, a nature that sprang forth from fleshy things. Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. And so this carnal nature soon became a foe that man might. That should be fight. Man must fight, that he might be the strength of Allah manifest. Let every living thing stand still and hear. Man is the Lord of all the plane of manifest, or protoplast, of mineral, of plant, of beast, but he given up his birthrights just to gratify his lower self. But man will regain his lost estate, his heritage, but he must do it in a conflict that cannot be told in words. Yet he must suffer trials and temptations manifold. But let him know that cherubim and seraphim that rule the stations of the sun and spirit of the mighty Allah, who rule the solar stars, are his protectors and his guide. They will lead to victory. Man will be fully saved, redeemed, and perfected by the things he suffers on the plane of flesh and on the plane of soul. When man has conquered carnal things, his garb of flesh will then have served its purpose well, and it will be no more. Then he will stand untrammeled on the plane of soul, where he must full complete his victories. Unnumbered foes will stand before man on the plane of soul. There he must overcome them every one. Thus hope will ever be his beacon of light. There is no failure for the human soul, for Allah is leading on and victory is sure. Men cannot die, the spirit man is one with Allah. And while Allah lives, man cannot die. When man was conquered every foe upon the plane of soul, the seed will have full opened out, will have unfolded in the holy breath. The garb of the soul will then have served its purpose well, and the man will never need it nevermore. And it will pass and be no more, and man will then attain unto the blessedness of perfectness, and at one with Allah. Alright, so language, right? Language, poetry, deep thoughts, alright? It really gets into the nitty-gritty, I would say. And it's very hopeful and uplifting. Okay, the Quran can be a little heavy, as we discussed. It can be a little heavy. It can be a threatening thing to go ahead and witness and read, but it serves its purpose, right? To drive us to this perfectness, to this nature of our carnal nature, right? Dying away and reaching our full potential and our full purpose here with our life on earth. So very, very good. I like this a lot, so I will continue to read as we go through Job, to just be that beacon of light and beacon of hope as we get through this next book, because there will be a lot of questions, I feel, but this should be able to help us understand and help us get to those tough questions and already have them answered by the time that we get that uncomfortable feeling as we read Job. And now I am remembering to go ahead and fix my my typos here. Don't make me read it again, because I have to find out where that was. Everlasting days come, seed, self. I was fixing it on the main document, and I did not come here to fix it. We were talking about the foes. And must fight. Okay, fight was the second typo, and then I had one more further up here. Line 8. Oh, you know what, you guys? I think I lost it. If you guys catch my typo, I fixed it in this document, but I forgot where it was, what we were talking about when I made the first edit here. Well, I'll take another look and I will go back and edit if I need to. But there we are. This will go ahead and replace our daily message just for right now. The text is short compared to everything else we've been reading. There's about 60 written pages, and a few chapters. I don't even know how many chapters, but enough to get us through these next few weeks down the holiday season. The text also talks a lot about Jesus and beyond what we know in the gospel, so that will be very enlightening for us to go ahead and explore and experience during this holiday season. Reason for the season number 10, no, number 1 of obviously, but we'll go ahead and read. I hope you guys appreciate and stay tuned and partake on this journey with me. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for listening. Oh, and I'll be on here for Job in a little bit, if not tomorrow. But we'll think, we'll feel how this is settling, and we'll get back into the Bible when the time allows. All right. Thanks, guys.